Hello, my name is Janie Richardson and I live in Beaufort, Georgia. I have worked in Hall County schools. This is my 17th year. I have taught mostly math, 7th and 8th grade math over the last 16 years. The last couple of years, I've taught social studies, 7th grade social studies, and then Georgia studies the last couple of years. This year, I'm going to be a virtual teacher, teaching math and social studies virtually. I also teach a couple of nights a week. I teach at Lanier Technical College. I teach a math class, which I really enjoy. I love my middle schoolers, but I've also really enjoyed teaching adult learners in the evenings. So that's been a great experience as well. So as far as professionally, I have been in the classroom for 16 years, and I'm ready to get out of the classroom and work with students and teachers across the whole building. I adore the media specialist at my school. She does an incredible job. She's so helpful. She absolutely loves her job, and I've just been talking to her, and it's something that I would love to try and take on a new challenge. And so that's what I hope to do in the next year or 2 or 3. So we'll see if I can do half as good a job as she does. I'll do a great job then. Now, I was happy to find the video of Sir Ken Robinson. I have heard several of his videos and enjoy listening to him anytime I've seen or heard of him. And he's an expert on creativity. I love his accent, of course, and he just has a way of saying things that seem so common sense, but the way he says them, they just come across as funny, so I enjoy that. Now, this particular video we watched, one of the things he said that kind of I thought was a great comparison was when he talked about Death Valley, how after some rain that's very rare in Death Valley, the whole valley was covered in grass and flowers, and he said it's not actually dead, it's just dormant. And so thinking of our students, if we have a student that's not engaged and not invested and not a great student because they're bored to death, but if we can somehow give them something to be excited about, something that they're interested in, we might also find out that our students that we thought were not capable of completing specific tasks or getting involved in class, I think that we could really be surprised at what they're capable of. So that's a challenge to all of us. The other thing that he said that I thought was just such a great comparison, or shocking, was the fact that when he visited a school in California that worked specifically with students and their needs and came up with an individualized educational plan, and teachers that are highly supported, and community members invested in the school, and given the students goals inside and outside the classroom, was called an alternative school. And of course the audience laughed when he said that, because it makes sense that all of our schools should be like these so-called alternative schools. And so as educators, that's where we need to be the ones making the decisions that govern schools and knowing what our students need. Now, as far as the reading goes, I have always, I'm the first one to say I'm not a creative person. I didn't get that gene. And so when I was reading the book, especially, it said that we all are creative. And the idea that we're creative and we have the right to express ourselves and our beliefs and have unique thoughts, and is so important and has been so important, for the last hundreds of years, that our founding fathers, made that part of the document, which is the Constitution of the United States. And in the very first amendment, we have the right to the freedom of expression. And, I never put that together with, being creative and our right to be creative and to express ourselves and to have these thoughts. And, that creative process should never be censored by our government. And so that being so important that it's in the the First Amendment, I just never put those two things together. So my takeaway is that I need to stop saying I'm not a creative person, and I need to rely on my life experiences and take things that I think are great and creative and, basically copying those things. And yet, after copying, like you can't, one of the books said you can't be a great writer unless you've read a great book, and you can't be a great artist unless you have appreciated some great art. And so if you start with something you think is great, but then spend time and energy making it your own and going forward and learning and just kind of engaging in that creative process, then that's when I think you can let your creative juices flow. So that was my takeaway. So I'm going to stop saying I'm not creative, and I'm going to practice being a creative person. All right, so that's my video. I look forward to your comments, and I look forward to watching your videos as well. Thank you.